Imagine something very simple, something that almost no man truly masters, but which, when executed well, can transform an ordinary moment with a woman into a memory that will haunt her with desire for days. Something capable of sending a shiver through her that she can neither control nor explain. And that thing is the way you touch her. Today, I am going to reveal 5 places women love to be touched, even if they almost never admit it. And if you stick around until the end, you will understand how these simple gestures, when mastered, can create such a deep emotional connection that she will never look at you the same way again. Before we begin, tell me in the comments what you think is the place a woman prefers to be touched when she is attracted to a man. I really want to read your answers because they inspire future videos on the Stoic Force channel. Touch is a language, a silent language, but often more powerful than 1,000 words. A language that does not speak to the mind, but directly to the heart, the body, the emotions, and buried memories. It bypasses the defenses of conscious thought and speaks directly to the nervous system. And when you learn to speak this language with elegance, subtlety, and precision, you become someone she cannot forget. The psychologist and writer Peter A. Levine, who specialized in trauma and the nervous system, observed that touch is the primary language of the nervous system. It is how we first learn safety, and it is how we most powerfully communicate it. So, make yourself comfortable, concentrate, and let me guide you through the 5 places that hold the key to a woman's deepest emotional response. First, the nape of the neck. It is one of the most sensitive areas of the body, and yet one of the most neglected. The nape of the neck blends softness, vulnerability, and discreet sensuality. A hand placed behind her head while she laughs, a light touch when you whisper something to her. Such simple contact, yet it immediately sends a powerful signal to her nervous system. He is present, attentive, and close to her. Psychological studies show that the nape of the neck is among the most receptive areas to non-sexual gestures of affection, particularly because it stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, the one linked to calm and well-being. In everyday life, a man who gently touches the nape of a woman's neck unconsciously conveys a very strong message. I protect you. I listen to you. I see you. Consider a practical scenario. You are sitting together in a quiet moment. She is telling you about something that matters to her, something that makes her feel slightly vulnerable. Instead of rushing to offer advice or change the subject, you reach over and gently place your hand on the nape of her neck. You do not say anything. You simply let your hand rest there, warm and steady. The effect is immediate. She feels your presence in a way that words could never achieve. Her nervous system registers safety, and she relaxes. She feels cared for without being managed. That moment will stay with her longer than any clever thing you could have said. Secondly, the lower back. Not the hips, not the waist, the lower back. It is a discreet, almost invisible gesture, but one that instantly creates a connection. When you gently place your hand there, you establish a natural, reassuring, and protective contact. In social psychology, there is a well-known phenomenon. In public spaces, when a woman feels subtly guided by this gesture, she unconsciously associates the man with a feeling of emotional security. And believe me, a man capable of providing this feeling of security becomes a man she does not want to lose. Imagine you are walking together through a crowded place, a restaurant, a party, a busy street. You place your hand lightly on the small of her back as you guide her through the crowd. You are not pushing or directing her. You are simply letting her know that you are there, that you are present, that she does not have to navigate the chaos alone. It is a gesture of protection without control. It says, I am with you. I will not let anything happen to you. But it does so without words, without explanation, without demanding anything in return. The philosopher Gaston Bachelard, who wrote about the poetics of space and the experience of intimacy, observed that the house is our first universe and the body is our first dwelling. When you touch her lower back, you are entering her dwelling, her personal space, and you are doing so with respect and care. That entrance, that permission, is what creates a lasting impression. Third, hands. Many men completely underestimate their power. Touching hands is often like touching the heart directly. Why? Because it is generally the first contact a woman unconsciously accepts when she feels attracted. A hand is an extension of the self, a tool for reaching out, for giving, for receiving. When you touch a woman's hand, you are touching her ability to connect. Imagine a simple situation. She is sitting across from you, her hands visible, open, resting on the table. That is already a sign. If for a second you gently place your hand on hers to emphasize what you are saying, you immediately create a feeling of intimacy. It is probably one of the simplest gestures, but also one of the most powerful. There is a reason why hand-holding is one of the first forms of physical intimacy in a relationship. It is a bridge between two people. It says, "I am here and I am willing to be close to you." The writer and psychologist Dr. Judith Orloff, who has written extensively on emotional healing and intuitive intelligence, observed that the hands are powerful transmitters of energy. When you touch a woman's hand with presence and intention, you are transmitting something that goes beyond words. You are saying, "I see you, I am with you, and I choose to be close to you." Fourth, shoulders. Shoulders are often overlooked, yet they carry immense symbolic weight. A hand placed on her shoulder during a difficult time, a spontaneous gesture of congratulations, or even a gentle massage while sitting side by side. All these gestures silently say, "I am here with you. I understand you." Women deeply appreciate a man's ability to touch them in a way that soothes them, not just to seduce them. And that, precisely, is what distinguishes exceptional men. Consider this scenario. You are sitting together after a long day. She is tired, maybe a little quiet. You reach over and place your hand on her shoulder. You do not squeeze or grip. You simply rest your hand there, warm and steady. She does not say anything, but she leans slightly into your touch. That small gesture tells her that you are present, that you are not trying to fix anything, that you are simply there with her. The poet and philosopher John O'Donohue, who wrote about the beauty of presence and connection, observed that the human soul is hungry for meaning and that the deepest meaning often comes through quiet presence. When you place your hand on her shoulder, you are offering that quiet presence. You are telling her that she is not alone, that someone is with her, that someone sees her. Fifth, the face. This is undoubtedly the most intimate, delicate, and emotionally charged gesture. Touching her face is like saying, "You are beautiful. I admire you. I respect you. I choose you." Lightly brushing her cheek, gently tucking a strand of hair behind her ear, lightly caressing her face with your fingertips. These are silent gestures, yet incredibly powerful. Above all, they are the gestures women never forget. Imagine a moment of quiet intimacy. You are looking at her, and she is looking at you. The conversation has paused, but the connection has not. You reach out and gently brush a strand of hair from her face. Your fingers linger for just a moment. She feels the warmth of your touch, and her breath catches. You have not said anything, but you have said everything. You have told her that she is beautiful, that she is seen, that she is valued. The writer and poet Rainer Maria Rilke, whose work often explored the depth of human connection, observed that love consists in this, that two solitudes protect and border and greet each other. When you touch her face, you are greeting her in the most intimate way possible. You are saying, "I see you, and I am not afraid of what I see." These 5 places are not simply zones of desire. They are zones of connection, places where gesture becomes a message, where contact transforms into emotion. If you learn to touch these places with intention, presence, and respect, you will create a connection that goes far beyond the physical. You will create an emotional bond that she will carry with her long after you have parted. And that bond, that memory, is what will keep her thinking about you. The philosopher and psychologist William James, often called the father of American psychology, observed that attention is the taking possession by the mind, in clear and vivid form, of one out of what seems several simultaneously possible objects or trains of thought. When you touch a woman with full attention, you are taking possession of the moment. You are saying, "There is nothing else in the world but this." And that attention is the most powerful gift you can give. Good luck in the comments. Tell me what you think. And if you found value in this, hit the like button and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next video.